Coach referred, Cal Poly Coach referred to your girls as big mamas out there. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but how much does having so many big players help just in your practice preparation, those things you can do? And could you tell me, everybody knows about the physical style of play on the men's side of the Big Ten. What about on the women's side? Or do you pride yourself in maybe being the most physical team in the Big Ten?
Well, I think the play in the Big Ten, there's so many styles. We have some really good coaches in the Big Ten, and we have some really good players. And certainly when we play night in and night out in the Big Ten, it's physical, it's fast. You know, there's a lot of different and a lot of varying offensive styles that you have to prepare against. So, you know, we want to be a team that can play a lot of different styles, and we can play against small, quick teams. You know, we can play against, you know, bigger physical teams. So having the depth that we have in our post really is a plus for us, I think.
Going off of that, can you just touch on how you thought your team rebounded tonight, especially Talia? Only 4 points, but 12 big boards for you guys.
I thought Talia was huge for us. She had a fantastic game. You know, I thought she did a really good job defending Schlemmer. You know, I mean, Schlemmer got her points, but the thing we wanted to do was just make her work and make her work really hard to get touches and to get quality shots. I thought early in the game she got a lot of her baskets off offensive rebounds when we had to help. You know, when our rotation was key, and she kind of got freed up on some offensive rebounds. But Talia came in the game, and I thought she was big. I thought she was aggressive defending her, and the rebounds that she got were key for us getting out and going in transition and getting some easy baskets.
What kind of lift did Maggie's shot at the end of the half give you guys, do you think?
You know, it might have gave them a lift, but it was short-lived after I walked into the locker room and talked about the other 19 minutes and 55 seconds of the half. So I'm not sure it was a big lift, but you know, Maggie's right. It was, you know, our defense. You know, we did a better job defensively the second half in containing the ball and contesting shots and making them take tough shots. And we just didn't. The first half we didn't do quite as good a job as we needed to, but certainly the second half our effort was a lot better.
In the back.
Coach, you guys really managed the first 10 minutes well. Maybe that layoff was a little bit too long for you guys, but talk about the way your defense stepped up from that point on and really got the ball rolling for you guys.
Yeah, you know, I thought we were a little bit more aggressive defensively, and really, you know, Cal Poly's, you know, they're small and quick, and sometimes, you know, you watch teams on film, and you can't, one thing you can't gauge on film is how quick people are, and you can't gauge on film how strong people are. And so I thought it took us a few minutes to adjust to their little guards, you know, shiftiness and their speed, and with which they played with. And you know, they played hard, and we knew they would do that. They played hard, they played aggressive. So it took us a little bit of time to adjust to their speed and their quickness and how they wanted to play. But I thought once we adjusted and we did a better job of keeping them in front of us, you know, things seemed to work out better for us on the defensive end.
Lee Feinswald.
Thank you so much. Okay, so you must know something about
I know a little bit more
LSU or
LSU.
or Green Bay. I mean, you played LSU before,
Yeah.
of course, and then, you know, thoughts on playing either one of them?
Well, you know, it's certainly a contrast in styles. You know, LSU is a team that's playing a lot more zone, and you know, they've got, you know, Teresa Plaisance is playing some fantastic ball, you know, right now, inside, outside threat. You know, she can put it on the floor, she can do a lot of things. They're a very good rebounding team, and they've got good speed and quickness on the perimeter. So more close to what we've seen in Big Ten play in terms of personnel and bigs, traditional bigs, and but they play, you know, they play the matchup zone, and the matchup zone is difficult to prepare for when you don't see it on a nightly basis. In contrast, Green Bay is a team that, you know, they're spread you out, penetrate and kick, a little bit more similar to Cal Poly, you know, the team we played tonight. But they're a fantastic three-point shooting team, and they're a very good team defensive team, you know, even though they're undersized. In comparison to BCS level schools, they do a fantastic job of being aggressive, fronting the ball, Their help side defense is outstanding. And they're an outstanding team. And I know, Kevin Borseth from having been in the Big Ten, and the way that he likes to play, and he's able to motivate them and move pieces around. You just have two contrasting styles, and I'm excited to watch this game and to see how it unfolds.
What's a game like this do for the kids, especially their confidence, shooting 47%, 4 players finishing in double figures, especially after what happened, unfortunately, against Michigan State in the Big Ten tournament?
Well, first of all, Michigan State, we don't even think about that. We don't talk about that. I mean, that game is so far behind. So, in terms of where you put this game, it's one game, and we put it behind us, and we move on to the next team. Just because you shoot well against one team doesn't mean you're going to get the same shots the next night. So we don't celebrate, and we don't put our hat in what happened tonight. We have to focus on the next opponent, because there are going to be different opportunities, and there are going to be different challenges that we have to focus on. So it comes down to discipline and determination. Being determined to be disciplined to execute the game plan, whatever that's going to be. And as long as we focus on that and focus on the next game, I think we'll be in good shape.
All your big girls combined for like 33 rebounds, out-rebounded them. Is this one of those games where the stats do tell the story in terms of your size advantage and how you asserted it?
I think so. I think rebounding was a key for us. The way that they exerted their influence and their impact on the game, on the boards, was big for us, especially in the second half. Giving us second chance opportunities, but also rebounding the ball and allowing us to go in transition. That certainly was big.